Hey guys, Felloc here, back with another episode of my Minecraft LP, and as you can see, this is built. Yeah, yesterday was not a good day for me. I recorded 3 failed LP episodes, essentially, and I actually redid the same thing 3 times. And I'm not doing it a 4th, especially since it was mostly a talking-heavy episode. I did not do that much. Here, I'll show you what I did, essentially. Well, I showed new things, which I'll get to in a second. And I finished the tower. I haven't even hooked up redstone or switches or anything yet, so it's not even that bad. Here, I'll just show the little bit I did, which essentially I cleaned up the first level, and I added the water streams and stuff, and I took the torches out, and it does work, although really bad. It's really slow. Even during the day, I get like nothing. I probably have to find some cave systems around here, which I'll have to do off screen, but I think this was actually one too high. No. Okay. Let's make sure it's safe. Safe enough. Yeah, so I just added water streams like this in every single thing, and they lead into fence gates. And that's all there is to it. Doesn't matter what way the fence gates face, it's always open. It's all too high. Endermen shouldn't really spawn. These drops will be for water at a later time. Yeah, so okay, let's show you some of the other changes I made here. I will make a proper way to get up here later on. I don't really have anything set up yet because I'm going to need a way to get up top to work on that wiring and stuff. Because running it up won't really be an issue. I'll just use redstone torch ascension, which is the quickest way. I don't really care much about automatic reaction because one tick in Minecraft is not really that long. Swimming. Let's see here. Yeah, some of the issues I was having. One was video. Then I had audio issues where I thought I had fixed April's computer for audio, which I had not. For some reason, it takes really bad audio. Skeleton died. Yeah, this should be good for spiders now. I built it earlier and I only had 1 row, and it didn't drop, and spiders could get out because I was an idiot. But yeah, so I thought I had fixed it for audio, but I had not. And then I went to record it again using my computer in sound, but I forgot to uncheck external input on the computer, and so I recorded my voice again, and it was even worse that time. Yeah, because I don't know if you knew this or not, but I actually take audio separately using Audacity on my laptop while I use April's laptop to record. Although it really doesn't take that much processing power to record. I just do it separately. Also, it allows me to run it together a little better, and it allows me to adjust my voice volume separately. And if there are outside sounds or something, like sometimes there's real life interference, I can actually edit out part of the track and mute it, and so I can actually continue on with my LP instead of having it being embedded in the video. Okay, now another change I made here was I gave a house. That's Mr. Icy. He likes to chill out in the house, and he'll go in there until I start scamming on his woman, and then he comes out and gets right in my face. He is a very mean man. See, hey, Mrs. Icy, what's up? Hey, girl, stop giving me the cold shoulder. Come on. Yeah, like that? I'm full of puns, people. But yeah, so I cleaned that up a bit. Put that in there. Mr. Icy does whatever in there. Mrs. Icy chills out here. And I like my snowmen much better than dogs. Hey, there he is. Hey, Mr. Icy, what you got? Nothing? Exactly. But yeah, I like them better than dogs because snowmen are way cooler. And now inappropriate things are going to happen in there. And it's already over. Well, that was short-lived, Mr. Icy. Okay, now enough of the snowman jokes. Okay, the farm obviously changed a lot. It's 5 rows back. Some mistakes I made in the last video, which I've already covered 3 times, but let's do it again. These rows on the outside are actually 7 long. The first one, and then, oh no, actually they're all 7 long. All the rows are 7 long, including this one. On the both outside rows too are 7 long, but these first rows on the inside are actually 8 long, so that the water will run along and stuff. Here, I'll show you here. This wiring is this side. The left lever goes to the right side of the farm, so it's appropriated to the side of the farm it's nearest to. See, here comes the water. Now see, on the sides, it goes 7, so that can drop 1, and then it goes 8 blocks, like we counted out, right to here. And essentially, this allows the water to just flow normally without me having to bother with signs and stuff. It's pretty convenient. Because otherwise, if this was 7 long, I wouldn't really have to stop the water, but it wouldn't look so clean either. I just like the look too. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to harvest that, and you get a lot. I had like 40 bread at one point, but throughout the multiple times I've redone this, I've kind of lost a little bit here. Yeah, so that side, and then of course each individual side, and then the whole thing are what you can do. I'll probably harvest this off the thing just so you can see most of it. It takes like just over half a stack of seeds for one little row there, or well, column, I guess. But yeah. Okay. Let me think here. What should we do this episode? Actually, I think what we're gonna do this episode is something I have been needing for a long time, and that is a tree farm. I'm really tired of not having a tree farm. And I'm on like this is episode 12 here, so I could really use one. Now I don't really know where I'm gonna put one. Let me think here for a second. Maybe I'll put it up on top of the mountain, actually. Yeah, I think I'll put it outside. Plus I'll light up some area up there. And while I look for that, a few things I want to talk about, of course. Channel shoutouts. I haven't really done any, which is kind of weird because I was watching a few guys that I subscribe to. Of course, my personal friend Nurak, as you may or may not know who he is, but yeah, he actually just started his a Let's Play, a hardcore Let's Play, in fact, and put that out, and he could probably use some more people to watch him. He's of course starting out just like me, so I mean, it's not exactly the best quality content, but you watch me, I'm sure you would love him. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Let's light this up here anyways. On second thought, I don't really like it up here, but I needed to do this anyways because creepers rain down on me all the time. So yeah, and now of course there's also another person, Extreme Muller. That should be how you say it, I believe. Yeah, yes, Extreme Muller, because it's Minecraft with Muller. And he does a Minecraft series as well, and he's just starting out. He could also use more subscribers. He actually gave me a shout out on his, and it made me realize I hadn't done it, even though I had meant to a long time ago. And you know, he could use he loves feedback just like me, so you know, go there, check out his videos. If you like it, you know, leave some positive feedback. If you don't comment and be mean and horrible. No one likes mean, horrible people. So yeah, go send some love their way. Of course, they'll be linked in the description of this. So yeah, yeah, let's just, there we go. Yeah, that'll work. So yeah, send them some love. Of course, the Minecraft tournament that you may or may not know about at this point. Of course, we had our first match, and now I did not say the outcome in the last video, but I did link it. So I'm going to talk about that now, and there's actually going to be a spoiler here. So if you have not watched it and you actually want to watch the live stream filmed by Hypnotized on his Twitch TV account, then go watch that before you listen on, or not. But yes, okay, here comes the spoiler. We won. Yes, that's right. We won our first match. It was a pretty good match, and really the best part about us winning is, guess who we get to face next, people? The Redstoners, yeah. And that contains some pretty cool people, which is most notably Etho and Seth Bling, which are people I watch. The other guys, it's Disco and something with the T, I cannot remember. I will link all 4 of them in the description though as well, in case you're curious. But they're all pretty big names. I mean, from what I know, they're all pretty big names, especially Seth Bling and Etho, and I think the guy with the T, who I can't actually remember, actually has like 20k or something like that, or it might be Disco, who knows. But yeah, that island's not as cool as I wish it was. I do like the sheep up there though, it makes me laugh. Well, I lit up a decent amount here, But I still need to decide on a place to build my tree farm. As much as I would like to make it underground, it's just so much digging. Like, a crazy amount of digging. And I don't really know if it would be worth it. One torch. That's not really going to help much. Nope. Yeah, so it's going to take a lot of digging. I could get some of this coal here. Do I even... I don't even have sticks, so no. Because I need wood, because I don't have a tree farm. See, it's an endless vicious cycle, people. What's down here? I think I can make that. I don't know. Let's find out, though, right, guys? Let's live Minecraft on the edge. Ooh, not that close to the edge. Okay. Yeah, right here. And jump! And spin! That was a crappy spin because there's, like, really low sensitivity on this keyboard. All those animals. Oh, yeah, another thing that I forgot, which you may be able to see from over here. I don't know if you can or not. I don't know, it's loading in. No, but, over that way, there's another spider dungeon I found that I actually took out in the last time I recorded, but, there's not really much. There wasn't anything in there. There was just mossy cobble. I think there was a little bit of coal, and the chest was filled with junk. So, yeah, not really worth it. In fact, I got, like, that and those 2 buckets and this wheat, I think, was what was in there. I mean, it wasn't very cool at all. These drops are still awful. I need to find the cave system. I'm just going to put this stuff in here for now. That'll be due for now. And of course, due to the water, it won't give me ender pearls. Maybe I'll just build it next to this farm. But yeah, let's sleep and not bother with those guys. And hopefully he's not still tracking me and going to get really close to me so that I can't sleep. No, I still got into bed. Good. Although now he's getting close and he's in the water, which means I'm going to have to kill him anyways. But yeah, I am going to build it over there. Come on. Come on. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, this would be a good enough spot. Plot out a few things. Here, let's see here. I will go from right here. See, I would kill the shape a little, though. But the question is, do I really care about the shape? Not really. Let's be honest here. I'm not that picky. Bases are meant to be changed. I am gonna, however, line this up. I did not line the farm up correctly, so it kind of annoys me. In my next episode of Minecraft Incorporated, not Minecraft Incorporated, that was the group I used to be in. I'll talk about that in a second. Of my Minecraft Home Ec, which is what I meant to say here, I will actually talk about how I line up my structures and stuff. It's kind of a way of making easier alignment. It's really nice. I use it a lot. I figured it's about time I discuss it. But I didn't use it when I was making that farm because I was kind of in a rush because I really needed food as well. And it was horribly stupid of me. Now let's see here. This, of course, will be stairs. I need torches here. I think this chest over here, I'm going to make sure to pick those up. I could really use TNT and stuff. This should have torches. Yeah, right there. It has leftovers from when I was making a tree farm. Okay. Now, if anything, we're going to need a big old area here. Actually, this won't be that. Okay, let's see here. This will line up here. And then 1, 2. Wait, what am I doing? That's 3. See, I kind of go in a grid pattern here. Now this one will be completely uncovered. This one will be completely uncovered. Then this one will be the center right here of the farm. And then I'll have 2 little rows there. And 2 to the side. 3. And so this is the edge of the farm. Yeah, I'm not going to bother to cover that water. There's no reason. Not in my mind. I do not know if that noise was audible, but yeah, let's see here. This is just gonna actually be solid. I still obviously need to work on the facade of this thing. It's pretty hideous, but that will be fixed later on at a time when I have more resources. I'm still obviously at the stage of building basic things. I mean, I haven't even gotten to more advanced things. I do plan to make a passive mob system and other very nice things of that sort. Now that's going to be a wall, so right here. Yeah, so I still have to make passive mob systems. I have to obviously improve my mob system. I mean, the setup is good, although more spawning space wouldn't really hurt, but due to the limited mob movement, I couldn't really make that more efficient. Other towers probably would not function properly. In fact, this one isn't really functioning properly because I'm not really close enough. Dirt. Something I always need so much of. Dirt is so useful to me, which is really funny. Although I'm sure a lot of people would actually say that dirt is one of the most useful things in this game, just because it's a waste block that obeys gravity, that doesn't obey gravity, obviously. Because gravel is nice for certain things, which is really just for making filling lava for the most part. Although I do occasionally use it as a building block, as you probably saw in my first Minecraft home ec. I do actually do that sometimes when I put half slabs and put gravel above it. I actually personally like it. Oh, that's Mr. and Mrs. Icy freaking me out. You don't want to know what that bumpy noise was. But yeah, so I obviously do use gravel for that, but yeah, just for the sheer fact that you can build across things and not have to worry, and it's quick to destroy with your hand. It's pretty nice. Yeah, okay, I'm running out of things to say, and this is getting kind of long. So I'm actually going to skip ahead to when this is done. So I will see you in a bit. Okay guys, we're back, and as you can see, I completed the dirt and set it up. Well, initially they'll just be like this. There'll be 2 spaces between each one, and they lined up. They'll line up with the base. Although that doesn't line up with the base, but that doesn't matter because it actually lines up semi-nicely with this. So there'll probably be a wall right here in the end, and then I won't have to worry about that part. But yeah, so everything's set up. I just need to continue to get saplings and stuff, which will come in time, obviously. It takes a while to build up saplings sometimes, but I have a large area for saplings, and they grow naturally. I just used bone meal, which I've been getting a little bit of. I actually left for a while. It's actually been like heck, hour or 2. So something around there actually is how long I've been gone. And for some reason, I did not just set AFK in front of the mob system, which I probably should have. Haven't really been getting much. Essentially, that tiny bit of bone meal and arrows and stuff. That's about it. But yeah, and then this will just repeat over here. So here, and here, and so on. So this will hold a decent amount of trees. I still had to put stoppers in, but I'm going to have to look it up. I think it has to be like 8 blocks ahead, so there's 7 block clearance, or 9 blocks for an 8 block, so that I'll never have to stack up, which kind of annoys me. Now, let's do some quick thoughts about this mob system. Now, we won't do the wiring this episode, actually. I had planned to, but I will actually do the wiring next episode. And instead, we're going to think about how we're going to do this. Which, of course, is a basic thing. Oh, good, I got a lot of wood there. That's good. I need to start stockpiling that. I'll do off-camera work, of course, like usual. So it'll be, you know, day or 2, obviously, like normal, before I get another episode out. Never hurts to have a lot of levers. Okay, now let me think here. Of all the things we want to do. Now, obviously, we want an on-off switch. And it'll go right there in the middle, I guess. Now, we also want Now these options, I'll put options over here, obviously. Now this is the master on-off switch. And then we want item and experience switch there, obviously. And over here we want spiders on and off. And really, those are pretty much the only options I can think of. Yeah, because I mean, normally I might, since we're doing experience and stuff on one side for symmetry, I won't bother with certain things, because normally I'll do as well. I'll do an auto kill feature on and off, and some other things. But really, all we need is a master on off switch and item to EXP grinder switch, and then spiders on and off. And when the EXP grinder's on, spiders will of course always be off. I'm gonna have to look up the lava placement and stuff, although it's not really that complex. But yeah, here, let's see if this farm is ready. Actually, I want to see what the turnout's like. That is ready enough for me. Should be a decent amount. In fact, I may not have enough room. I'll let that run really quick while I go over here. And I'm not sprinting. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. Put my miscellaneous stuff away. Zombie flesh. Such a waste. Actually, I'll leave this bone meal on me. I've been needing a lot of bone meal lately, so it's pretty nice. And these 2 buckets. And that should be good. But yeah, so obviously we'll have to make the killing thing. Well, I'll just make it repeat. So that looks like that. That should be pretty good. Now let's see here. I'm probably going to end this episode soon. Although not really much has been accomplished, just because due to my failing in the last episode, it's kind of been a lot longer than I would have hoped before my next LP episode. And I know people probably prefer my LP over cave story and such, at least at this point anyways. But yeah. Also, I will probably do a home ec right after this. And yeah, probably right after. I don't know. But really, actually, for the thing I want to do, I might have to set up more. It depends on how long it takes to set up, as to if I will do that today as well. But that should come out sometime this week, for sure. Because there will always be at least one a week. Last week was, as I said before, or I may have said it in one of my other 3 recordings that failed. It was an outstanding circumstance. That will not normally happen. Okay. Now, maybe some reasons on why I do my farm like this. Maybe not so much anymore, but I know in the past, crops actually did grow faster when there was more water like that. At least I seem to remember something like that. Now, that may have changed now, but really, this is why, although this doesn't really matter as much anymore either, because of, I think the growth rates are higher, but really, I just like this, even though they're changing the fact that you won't trample crops anymore, but it's just much faster to plant. Oops, unless you do that like an idiot, but yeah, because occasionally you miss one. You got to get the timing down, but yeah, you get the timing down, then you spam. I mean, you can probably hear me spamming a lot here, but yeah, so you plant much faster. At least I find you do than if you had to run. And if you're using the snapshot, of course, you can just walk right on it and walk right beside it and stuff. But it's also easier to flood with less water, because there's only 2 water source blocks up there. There's one just right there. Yeah, one right there. There's four lanes. It's controlled by 1 thing of water. Actually, I'll open it up really quick and let you see inside after I finish this row and get up there. I'll just hop up and show you. Let's see. Because it's not too complex at all. See, the other side is just exactly the same. You see that it flows and it goes just like that on the other side, and then it gets this block and it drops there and there. And then, of course, since it drops one more there, obviously it allows it to keep going. And like I said, I know when water drops down, it destroys the crop and seed, although I don't know if that's changed recently. I don't believe it has. I don't remember hearing anything about that. But it comes down to the fact, do I want an empty block or do I want crops? And I prefer the crop, because I don't like having that empty space. I think it looks ugly. And since it only takes a little bit longer to plant those things, so I just plant them. Just because to me, it is much better. Well, I guess I will leave you here for today. Go edit this together, probably post it tonight. And like I said before, I will link up the next couple of things. The channel shoutouts I made, and probably some of the other names I dropped tonight. So yeah, make sure to go check them out, and I will see you later. And until then, stay classy, guys.